So you all read the title. Let's get started here. It's really important on CT side, especially if you're playing A, to throw a molly set that lands in playground combined with a smoke that lands on T stairs, and that way you can take fountain control really early. And I'm going to show you how to do that on the run with any spawn. It doesn't matter. Let's take this spawn for example. You're really just going to run up, and then as you're running up, you're going to kind of look for this branch here, right? And you can come really anywhere, it doesn't really matter, but look for around this branch, and you're going to left and right click, and while you're running, so this would be on the fly, this would be not stopping, so while you're running like this, jump throw, and then continue the run. But we're going to look down here where there's this line here, and you're going to kind of split this section in half and look towards the lower half, right? And you're going to keep running, and as you pass divider right here, you're going to jump throw again, just the left click jump throw, okay? And then as you're running still, continue the run, and you can just look anywhere in this direction, right click, jump throw a flash over, and that will help you take this spot. So this is what it looks like full speed.
Throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Throwing flashbang.
And boom. Now we'll go to the CTB side, and for B side, the things that you need to know are, first of all, the monster smoke. Come into the garbage cans, kind of look at the electrical line, right? And then when you're down to B, another very important thing to learn is the short pipe Molotov that lands right here. This is a really, really loose lineup. You can kind of stand anywhere in this general area. A good rule of thumb for me is kind of to stand anywhere under this beam shadow. And you want to look, you can see there's two balconies. You want to look at the second one, and you just left click throw. It's really easy. Otherwise, as you're running up, you can kind of come over a little bit to this side and find this. And as you're running up, right click, jump throw. That lands in essentially the same spot, and that allows you to, if you have a good spawn, right click, jump throw that, and then continue on your way to fight short. As you're running, remember to get past this. When you throw it, run past this, then throw, so that it does land. Another good nade set for if you're playing B and you know you have a teammate con, come on this door, anywhere on this door really, and then look at where the beam, concrete beam and the metal beam kind of cross, right? Throw a nade there. What that nade does is it breaks open the door, and then after you just come right here and hold a flash looking at the bottom of this wood. Looking at the bottom of this wood, and when your teammate in con calls it, you just throw a flash like this. What that flash does is it bounces off of this and pops anyone who is either running up to try to fight con, anyone who is kind of holding from back here, holding a con peek, holding some con aggression from back here, will get full blind. And yeah, that is the CT util that I think everyone should know. Now we're going to go on to T side. First, we're going to start with the A side with mid. After you wait out the CT util, the smoke here and the molly here, you can come right here into the middle of this, and then you see the tower. You kind of aim towards the middle of the tower, and then a little bit to the right where you can kind of see this little wire. You aim to the right of that, and you can have the nade crosshair on, and then you can kind of see, just aim a little bit right of that, throw a smoke. That will smoke front bathrooms, front toilets, whatever you want to call it. And then you can pair it with this same lineup. After the smoke lands, the exact same lineup, you just throw a flash, and that flash will blind anyone sitting here in an off angle, holding from here in con, holding from this spot, holding from here, right? It really blinds anyone. Next, once you have mid control, there's two smokes that you can learn here. The first smoke is this one, which smokes dumpster, and you just look at the sign where the black and yellow meet at the top, and it's just a regular left click jump throw. And then you look at the shadow on the pole underneath the chair, and again, just a jump throw, and that will smoke bank. And as you can see, as you're scaling up to sight after the smokes are thrown, you want to come right here and look at this intersection of the concrete. You jump throw a flash. That flash is really, really powerful. It blinds anyone here. If someone is kind of holding from long right here, they're blind. If anyone is holding here, they will get blind too. Someone holding back here from dumpster gets blind from the flash as well. So it's just all in all a really powerful flash. All right, onto the B util. So the first thing is a heaven smoke. From here, you just come here at this beam and you look at this little dark spot here. You kind of line yourself up in the middle with it, and then you see the tallest board of wood. You're going to aim there, and you're going to run jump throw when your crosshair gets below the second wood next to it. So you're going to run jump throw, And that smokes heaven. This is in the event you want to go quick and you kind of want to rush B. And then when you come here for the first flash, really you should just be looking down the tunnel and flashing out like that. And then for the second flash, you want to kind of look here and throw it through the steel beams. And that just pops behind your team as they are fighting up. From short, here's another heaven smoke lineup. You want to line up here to where the billboard kind of meets that line. And then you just want to left click throw. And then you see this, the darkest line, the first darkest line. And then you go down to the bottom of this wood beam. And then you jump throw the molly. And then it will move you a little bit. And you kind of want to look over to this one. And then you jump throw a flash at the bottom of the beam. And that flash lands behind the pillar so that when your team is peeking short, they aren't blind. But anyone sitting here, maybe even hiding in the sights will get blind. Very good support util for your team. Also, you can smoke graffiti by looking in the middle on the pole and just left click throw and it lands right here. Anyways, that's it for this video. Those are all of the kind of essential nades. If there's any big ones that I missed or any big ones that you think people should know, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Good luck to everyone on their games, and I hope the nades help.